Now, recording of evidence in arbitrations is very, very similar to that of uh, recording of evidence in civil proceedings. Okay. There are two methods of recording of evidence in an arbitration proceeding, that being admission and denial of documents and witness evidence. Okay. So, or what we call as witness statements. Now, admission and denial of documents is such a process that in an arbitration proceeding, both parties have to submit documents. Okay. Now, those documents, once received, needs to be admitted or denied vis-a-vis the opposite party. Having received those documents, a list is to be prepared. Now, that list is a very important list because it is a very very important factor later on during the later stages in arbitrations. So the list demarcates the list of documents and how you've how we have perforated them, in the sense that how you've numbered them and things like that. It contains it contains what document it is, what is its exhibit number or other allied numbering that has been taken on, and whether the document has been admitted or denied, or in the event it is admitted, has the contents of the document been also admitted or not. So these are very important as a very important step in an arbitration process. Now, secondly, we come to the process of evidence taking and recording of evidence in arbitration by means of witness affidavits. Now, witness affidavits is submitted to the tribunal and to the other parties in a dispute. Now, the veracity of the witness affidavits depends on the underlying documents submitted with it. Okay, and it is checked, and it's by the opposite party, and authenticity is checked by means of cross-examination of the witnesses making such a statement. Okay. Now, the benefit of recording of evidence in an arbitration is that the process of arbitration happens in a faster pace. Okay. Now the schedule is set as per the first procedural order and stipulated in the procedural calendar. So all these timelines are followed, and everything happens in a timely and a fast-paced manner, as opposed to a normal civil procedure matter, as we see, in which the evidence taking is kept in a very later stage, and there are frequent delays, as we see. So these are the things that we need to keep in mind in relation to recording of evidence in an arbitration. So the first process being admission and denial of documents, whether you admit or deny a document, whether you admit the document and deny the contents of the document, or whether you, and things like that. In addition to that, submission of witness affidavits. Now, a little more on witness affidavits, being that witness affidavits is essentially a person giving his or her account of the factual basis and the claims that the party is coming up with. Now, it is advisable that the witness affidavits and the facts being enumerated there are in consonance with that in the statement of claims, the statement of claim or the statement of defense, whichever is being submitted. Because at a later stage, we don't want any inconsistency between the documents submitted by the same party. So these are the little minute details that we need to keep in mind. So it's essentially an account from one person. Okay. Now, in the cross-examination or the examination process, in the oral examination process, the person is grilled in relation to his his affidavit statement, and he answers questions accordingly based on that. So it's a very important method of witness recording of evidence in arbitrations.